How's it going, friends? Fringer here, and welcome to In the Game. Today we're talking about flanking in pretty much any multiplayer game ever, particularly shooters of the first-person and third-person variety. Now, if you are accustomed with shooters, you'll probably know that the worst thing that you can ever do in a situation is put yourself into a front-on-front confrontation, where two players see each other, and you're like, holy shit, I see him, holy shit, he sees me, and then you get into a gunfight. Because in those gunfights, there is like a 95% chance that only one of you is coming out of that one alive. Because both of you are aware, both of you are ready, and it comes down to who is the fastest and most accurate player. If you don't have confidence in how well you are at adapting to a situation like that, and even if you are, I would still say that the best way to avoid this is to flank. Flanking is probably the best tactic, one of the best, most simple tactics you can use in any game, because not only is it just the simple maneuver of coming in from the side or behind, it makes most sense because it increases not only your chance of killing people, but more importantly, your ability to survive any sort of skirmish, which is the most important thing, surviving, not how many kills you get. Look at it this way, if you've got two people who see each other and are shooting at each other, they're already on the ball. They know you're there, and they're aiming at you. They're ready. If you come in from the side, you have the element of surprise, something crucial when in particular shooters like military shooters where you drop dead so easily. When you flank, you've got the inherent advantage. You're ready, they're not. That gives you a step up in the battle. If you come in from the side, the enemy is going to have to take time to notice that they're being shot and then turn towards you, identify where you are because you may be hiding, aim, and then take you out. Which means that they are at the disadvantage, and unless they're really good, they're probably going to end up dead. Also, if you are flanking, you've probably got the best method of escape. If the enemies see you because you've taken on too many players, usually you'll have a better path for getting out of there. If you're head on, the only path really is to either duck behind pretty terrible cover, wait for your health to heal, and then see if you can try and kill them, or running away, which will likely result in you being killed. I will say that if you want to flank, there are a couple of techniques you need to become accustomed to. One, you need to be very good at movement. That's something you will need to do if you're flanking. You want to keep moving, because I don't consider it flanking if you stand one place. That's kind of camping. If you're flanking, you need to be moving around. You don't want the enemies to know where you are so that you retain the most important part of flanking, the element of surprise. So make sure you keep moving. Another important thing is to think about what weapons you're using. If you're taking out people from long range, I don't really consider it flanking. Flanking tends to be close quarters, so you want to be using a high fire rate weapon or a very good close quarters weapon, putting on a laser sight, and especially putting on a suppressor, because you don't want the enemies to know where you're coming from. So if you make sure that you utilize movement effectively, make sure to pick your targets wisely, and utilize those sort of weapons and attachments, you'll go far in improving your skills as a flanker, and you'll probably see a noticeable improvement in how many kills you get as well. And with that, we'll end today's episode of In the Game. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to thumbs up and subscribe so that you can see a new episode of In the Game every single week. As usual, I'm Fringy, and have a good one.